Looking back to the game on Saturday again, what would you say were the important things you learned from that game?
Well, I think it's so important that you start the game properly. And we didn't compete well enough. We knew the threat of Big Henderson up front. We knew that Spartans like to try and get midfield runners beyond them, and that's where the goal ultimately came from. So we didn't defend that particular instance well enough. But I thought, after the goal, we were dominating the ball. We didn't create anything clear cut in the first half. We had one or two half chances, but the second half I thought it was a lot better from us in terms of the intensity and the tempo that we played at. And we need to make sure that what we saw in the second 45 on Saturday we get from the first minute tomorrow night.
And the positive thing is tomorrow night gives you that opportunity straight away to get back there.
Yes, absolutely. That's the great thing about this competition. The games come thick and fast, and obviously losing the game on Saturday wasn't ideal, but if we go and win our next three, hopefully that will be enough to help us to progress to the next round. But we have to take care of the business first tomorrow night and get that feel-good factor back in the place.
Any major changes are going to be happening to the setup or the style of play tomorrow?
Well, we just need to make sure that we continue to get the squad minutes, and we need that back four and the goalkeeper to get as much time together as possible as well, because it was their first game competitively. For them to get that understanding, there might be one or two changes in the middle of the park and potentially at the top end of the pitch as well, just to freshen it up.
And if things go well, there could be a new player tomorrow night.
Well, hopefully we'll see what happens throughout the next few hours of today. But yeah, we're quietly confident that we'll get this one over the line.
And how's your team news heading into the game tomorrow?
Everybody came through Saturday unscathed, which was pleasing. So it was good to get some minutes into one or two of the players' legs. Tony Watt, his first game for a long time. He's not long after an operation, so trying to get Tony a bit of match fitness and sharpness. And yeah, we'll need to make one or two changes tomorrow just to freshen things up and make sure that we've got that energy in the team.
Thank you.
Do you feel that Saturday's game is going to be repeated throughout the season on the basis that a lot of teams will be coming to face Dundee United with basically everything to gain and nothing to lose?
I mean, that's obviously, we spoke about that ourselves, and we carry that expectation with us being such a big club in the league, and that's just something that we have to deal with. Being having people who are underdogs playing against us and having that momentum of there is nothing to lose against us, but that's just how it is, and we have to deal with that and show that we can handle that type of pressure.
Looking at the stats, if you looked at the stats for Saturday, it really didn't mirror the type of game that it was. Was it just that it's so early in the season that more than half the shots were off of target? Or
I mean, you look at the stats, and it's tough to say, because obviously we lose the game 1-0, and ultimately that is all that matters. But we look at ourselves first, and we go that if we have all these chances, we can't be losing the game 1-0. We can't be losing the goal in the first place, because we know as a team that is a poor goal to concede, and then also like ourselves in working to try and score more goals throughout the season, that we need to take our chances more. Like I said, we are still obviously a fresh group. We have boys like Tony coming back from injury, so it's great to have him back in the building and back in playing. So hopefully when we can get everybody back in and gelling as a group together, then things will start to go right.
So as you said, tomorrow's the opportunity to turn it around and move it on. What are you going to do differently tomorrow that you didn't do on Saturday?
I think tomorrow we're going to come at it, as whatever the gaffer tells us to do. It's going to be an aggressive game plan, and we are going to go for them, because there's nothing for us to lose anymore. So I think now we know we need to start the game better than we did against Spartans, and hopefully from there we start to relax in the game and start to implement our way of playing.